Yo, 1 month of 2025 has almost passed. How many of the things you said you were going to do have you done? If you wasted all of 2024 and feel shitty because of it, you need to lock in. Luckily you found this video where I'll give you a full framework in 3 simple steps so you can finally escape your misery and start actually doing the work. This method was the reason I was able to upload YouTube videos consistently for the whole of 2024, meditate for 100 days without fail, and continuously go to the gym. Sadly though, if you click off this video and don't implement this system, you'll stay lazy and miserable and never achieve any of the goals you've set for yourself. So step 1. What is the point? The reason why I never got anywhere on my first year of self-improvement was because I had no clear goal. I not had the talk with myself about what the point I was doing this for was and where I wanted to get. So the first step to locking in is setting clear goals. Now after reading the book Essentialism, I learned that it's best to focus on as few things as possible to make sure we make big progress in them. What I did was I wrote 5 to 10 goals down, and then afterwards I cut the list down to just 2 goals. Now that you have the most important goals, we need to scale the goal down. So for me it could be 10k subs. But right now where I'm at, that won't really motivate me because it's way too far away. So instead my goal would be 700 subs, which will actually motivate me because it's going to happen in the near future. Then I simply hang this paper with my goal on my wall, and I put stepping stones that act as an XP bar in video games, so I can tick a box every 10 subs I get. Now that you have a clear direction, motivational goal, and a video game like XP bar, we need step 2, narrowing down. If you want to beat everyone you know, then you must know this. If you want to make huge progress in your goals, you need essentialism, or the so-called Pareto principle. Basically what that means is 20% of the work that you do leads to 80% of the results, and the other 80% of the work you do only lead to 20% of the results. So what I did was I sat down to think about what was the 3 most important tasks for building muscle and growing on YouTube. Then on the paper before that we made with our goal, I would write these 3 tasks down. My most important task for my channel is getting ideas, scripting and recording. And so every time I sit down to work, I just do the most important work and get so much done. This simple trick is the reason why I can complete a whole school assignment in 1.5 hours while my friend next to me isn't even halfway. Step 3. The ultimate accountability. By now we know what we are focusing on and we know which task we need to do. But doing them isn't always the easiest part. The 2 tools I'll reveal in this step will make it way easier and even fun to do the work. The first tool that I've been using for over 1.5 years, which has helped me stick to every habit, is a habit tracker. I use this for work, gym, meditation, and basically everything I'm trying to be consistent in. I've actually made a free template that you can use and print out for free, so go down in the description and get that. Now that you have that template, I'll show you how to use it. At the top of the paper, write down the habit or task that you figured out was essential in step 2. And then at the bottom of the paper, write the identity you're trying to get by doing this habit or task, like the person you want to become. Then simply every day when you do the task, you tick it, and then when you miss it, you simply just cross it. And since you're hanging it on your wall, you can always see that streak which you need to keep going. And then at the end of every row, write down how many out of the 10 you got and aim for just a few more next tracker. This will definitely get you more consistent, because if you're debating not doing the task, your habit tracker will always be looking at you. Although this helps, we still need something that makes sure we don't just lay around when we're supposed to work, but instead know what we have to do at all times, which is a timetable. This one is a bit harder to stick to, but it really works. What I did to make sure I was wasting as little time as possible and getting way more done than my peers was writing out what I was going to do for the whole day at all times. So I just open up my notes, write down hour for hour what task and things I need to do. Then that way I'm never confused and end up doing nothing. I'll just quickly show you mine so you get the idea. And pairing this with the habit tracker will literally make you a machine. I've now taught you the method I used the past almost 1 year to lock in and get so much more done than my peers. And trust me, if you set a clear goal, narrow down your tasks, and hold yourself accountable with the 2 tools I mentioned in step 3, there is no way you won't beat everyone. Alright, that's it. Put one foot in front of the other.